Hi there. In this video, we're covering how to self-publish a book for free. You do not need to break the bank to publish your book. In fact, you can publish on leading booksellers without even spending a dime. But doing so requires a lot of vigilance and a lot of understanding of this whole process. By the end of this video, you'll learn some of the free or inexpensive tools that you can use for uploads and for formatting your book, the importance of getting help or trade-offs, and why self-publishing a book for free might only be the beginning. And stay tuned until the end of the video for an opportunity I really think you're going to enjoy. Let's dive in. It's interesting thinking about free. What is free really in this world? Is there anything that's even free? I feel like things that are free often come with hang-ups or issues that crop up later, the hidden costs that we don't see right away. But there is free when it comes to book publishing. And you can publish a very successful book and not spend a lot of upfront money. When we think about the cost incurred with self-publishing, a lot of it comes down to ghostwriting or writing support, editing, formatting, layout, cover design. These are all things that some people can do. And maybe there's people in your network that can do this work too. Maybe there's friends of yours that can do this work. Maybe your friend can copy edit your manuscript. It really depends, and that's not to sacrifice quality. I don't want you to sacrifice quality just to get the book out for cheap. That's not really a good answer, because the better the book, the higher the likelihood that's going to launch and have effect and really help you in the ways that you need to be helped to drive the outcomes that you want. It's not enough just to put out a book now. Today it needs to be professionally done. It really needs to stand apart and stand out. And the way you can do that is by working with professionals. But again, this is about not breaking the bank. So maybe there's a trade-off. Maybe there's other opportunities that can come into the pipeline that don't involve tons and tons of upfront costs. Once you have your draft and once you have your document, you can lay out the file yourself. I've done it before. I have books I've worked on that I laid out in pages. You can even use Microsoft Word. It really depends on what your outcomes and goals are. It depends on how comfortable you are with these programs, but you 100% could do layout yourself if needed. It's not to say that you might want to. You might want to work with a professional. You might want somebody to do it for you because you don't have to think about it. But that option exists. Another cost that often comes into play is promotion. What are you spending on for book promotion? Where is that money going to be used? Is it for Facebook ads and Amazon advertising? Is it for something else? Is it for working with a publicist and an agency? I really think if you're self-publishing and you want to do it on a budget, think about what you can do on your own. Think about your email list. Think about your connections, your network, your platform. Do you have a newsletter you send out? Do you have a Substack or LinkedIn page? There's things that you can do for cheap or inexpensive that help you stand apart. And if you're doing this on a budget, those are really, really important things to consider. What are you doing to get publicity on the book that doesn't involve a lot of money? Self-publishing a book on Amazon or other sites like Ingram Spark, it's a really important process. It's an important process to be able to get your book and your message out into the world. So often we mute ourselves, we dull ourselves, we bring the color out of ourselves and drain us of the things that make us so important and valuable and make our message resonate. We worry about what people are going to say. Is this going to be professional enough? Is this going to reflect who I am? Is this going to make me feel good inside? It should. It should. If you work with the right people, all of these things are going to fall into place. You don't want the question mark. You don't want the doubt. You don't want the speculation. You want to move forward with clarity and purpose. The other thing to keep in mind too is that just because you're doing this on the cheap right now doesn't mean you can't spend money later. Maybe you get success and opportunities coming back. Maybe you're getting speaking engagements from the book's success, and then you can turn around and reinvest that into the company. So don't think of this launch as the end of the process. Think of it as a new beginning. Think of this as, the step that you're taking right now, that maybe you'll take a different step down the road when you're facing a different set of circumstances. It's really valuable to recognize how this process fits into your bigger goals and how those goals may evolve and change and grow over time. That it's really interesting to think about the self-published book that went on to do great things and what roles are going to have. It's interesting to piece that together. Whenever the topic comes to money, it's always complicated. It really is, isn't it? When we think about how much money it costs to publish a book. For one, if your book is a business book, you can typically write it off for taxes. This is a business expense. For two, there's really so many different paths and so many different opportunities. I don't want you to look at the book as just another expense. A book is a long-term investment on you and your future and your message and getting your message out into the world. You know, this is more than just revenue. This is more than just doing it for free. It's about getting it right, because if you can get it right, there's so many good things on the horizon that are only going to unlock if you get it right. If you don't get it right, it's never going to really, take that next thing, that next step. It's important to have a book that reflects your messages, your goals, your purpose, and just really recognizing how it fits into your bigger outlook. If you want to drive speeches, this book is a reflection of you. It's a reflection of what you want to put out into the world. I want you to put something out that you're proud of, that you're going to want to promote for years to come, that's a part of your message and goals and really ties everything together. That's the greatest feeling, when you can hand that book to somebody and they're moved by it and they want to read it. Yeah, and it's just really special when that can happen. So I want you to keep with it. I don't want you to lose focus or lose sight of that, even amid all of these struggles and obstacles that you're going to face during this self-publishing experience. If you want to learn more about how to self-publish a book for free, there's another video I recorded that I want you to check out. I think it's really going to help. I'll link to it on the screen. It's called How to Get Your Self-Published Book Noticed. In that video, I really dive deep on the marketing, publicity side of the game, the metadata pieces that you should follow if you're interested in getting wider visibility, all those things coming into focus. So if you're interested in learning more about that, definitely check out the video. Remember, a good book can change your life. I'm Dan Good. Thanks for watching.